Yes, students. In this class, we are going to discuss about purchase book. Okay. First of all, we will discuss what is the meaning of purchase book and what transactions will be recorded in purchase book and what transactions will not be recorded in purchase book. Okay. First of all, what is the meaning of purchase book? It is a book in which only credit purchase of goods are recorded. Okay, what is the first condition? Only credit purchase of goods will be recorded. Now, what are the meaning of goods here? Goods means the articles which have been purchased for resale purpose. What is the meaning of goods? Anything which has been purchased for resale purpose. That articles are called goods, and only there will be recording of goods. Now, first of all, take example, then it will be more clear what is the meaning of goods. Suppose a firm is dealing in cloth. Okay, it means what kind of business he is doing? Business of cloth. Then whatever cloth that firm will purchase, that will be treated as his goods, because he is dealing in the business of cloth. But suppose that firm purchases furniture. Okay? If any customer is coming in any business for the purpose of setting up customer, any firm is purchasing any sofa, chairs, then that furniture will not be treated as goods, because that furniture is not purchased for sale purpose, and that furniture will be treated as his asset. That furniture will be treated as asset and not goods. And that's why purchase of furniture will not be recorded in purchase book. Only purchase of that cloth will be recorded in purchase book. That is the first difference. Only first condition is only credit purchase. Second, only purchase of goods will be recorded. No. Now, second thing, now what are the transactions which are not recorded in purchase book? Not recorded in purchase book. First is cash purchase of goods. Cash purchase of goods will not be recorded, because I have already told only what purchase of goods will be recorded in purchase book, only credit purchase, and cash purchases will be recorded in cash book. Second thing is purchase of asset. Purchase of asset will not be recorded, only credit purchase of goods will be recorded. If any asset is purchased, it will not be recorded in purchase book. Okay. These are two main conditions. First is no cash purchase of goods will be recorded. Second is there is no recording of purchase of any kind of assets. Now we are going to discuss about its format. What is the format of purchase book? First column. First column is of a date column. In date column, you have to write what is the date of purchase of goods on credit. Second column is of a very important. In this column, you have to write name of the supplier. Name of the supplier means from whom we have purchased goods. It means here we have to write the name of person or supplier from whom goods have been purchased. And also in this column we have to give description. What kind of goods we have purchased? We have to give brief description. Means what quantity of goods have you purchased, what is the rate of that goods, if there is any trade discount allowed, if any GST, CGST, SGST has been added. Then in brief, we have to discuss, we have to record in this column about. Now, second is invoice number. In third column, we have to write invoice number on the basis of transaction is recorded. Invoice number is just like a bill number. Whenever any goods have been purchased, there will be a bill or invoice, and that bill number or invoice number you have to write in that invoice column. Next thing, ledger folio column. In this column, you have to write the page number of ledger, because after the completion of purchase book, its balance will be transferred to its purchases count. We have to prepare ledger counts, and that page number we have to write in that column. The next column, fifth column, is now very important. In this column, all the calculation will be done. Now fifth column. Yes. In this column, we have to record what amount of goods purchased from a particular supplier. Means in this column, we have to record what goods have been purchased from a particular supplier. Means in this column, we have to record purchased of different purchases. Now, how we make calculation? First is quantity. What quantity we have purchased? We have to write quantity, its price. Then if there is any trade discount is deducted, then we have to deduct trade discount. If there is any GST, CGST, SGST, whatever, it will be added back. Then if there is any expenses have been paid on the purchase of goods, like any packing expenses, any freight expenses, then it will be added. Okay. At last, there will be net amount. You have to calculate what is the net amount that will be payable. Okay. In this column, just you have to make calculation. What is the quantity? You have to write per article price, less trade discount, add any GST, and there is any expenses that are related to purchases. Now, next column, input CGST, input SGST, and input IGST. In this column, we have to write what is the CGST and what is the SGST has been added. You have to write amount of CGST in input CGST column and amount of input IGST in IGST column. And if there is any IGST, it will be written in that column, IGST. If there is any freight expenses, like any additional expenses, that have been written here. And at the last, you have to make total. Now we will take one practical question, then this format will be more clear. First of all, it's the transactions. Record the following transaction in the purchase book. We have to prepare purchase book of what? Vaibhav Electric Store, Patiala. Assuming CGST 5%, SGST 5%. Now, whenever you are going to start to prepare purchase book, first of all check what kind of business he is doing. His business is of a electric. Now check in first entry, on July 2020, July 1st. Purchased goods from Raj Electronic Store, Patiala on credit. Now I have already told first what are the two conditions. First condition is only credit. Credit purchase of goods will be recorded. First plus only what will be recorded? Goods. First condition is goods will be recorded. Second will be goods must be on credit basis. Now check it. First of all, whether these purchased are on credit or not. These are on credit. It is clearly written that is on credit. Second thing, you have to check whether these are goods. Now check it. How you check? Now check it. What kind of business he is doing? He is doing electric business. And what is he purchasing? Tube lights, table fans. Means he is purchasing electronic items. That means it is his goods. Now it means this entry will be recorded in purchase book. Second entry, July 10. Bought from Sushil Electronic Company near bus stand Patiala for cash. Means these goods 100 ceiling fans has been purchased for what purpose? For cash. Now in purchase book we will record only credit purchase of goods. Ceiling fans is an electronic items. It is a good, but these goods have not been purchased on credit. These have been purchased for cash. That's why this entry will not be recorded. July 25. Purchased from Modern Furniture. Now, what is purchased now? Furniture. 10 chairs, 2 tables. Now, you have to check whether these are goods. What kind of business he is doing? Electronic. But now he is purchasing what? Furniture. It means that chairs, tables are not goods. That are what? Assets. It means third entry, that is July 25, it will not be recorded. So what is the conclusion here? Only first entry, that is of a July 1st, that will be recorded. It will not be recorded. It will not be recorded in purchase book. Now, second, now how we will record this entry? First of all, just check it format. Format of purchase book, first column same as it is, date column. First of all, you have to write year, then date, July 1st. Then, first of all, you have to write name of supplier, from whom we have purchased goods. From whom we have purchased goods? Raj Electronic Store, Patiala. Okay. First of all, you have to write name of the supplier, then invoice number. Then you have to write invoice number, bill number. It is clearly written in bill number. You have to write bill number. That is written here, bill number. In that invoice number. That is rupees. That is 10. Then after this, you have to write here description of goods. What kind of goods we have purchased? What we have purchased? 40 tube lights at the rate of 100 each. Then next we have purchased 20 table fans at the rate 500 each. Now you have to give detail of this. 40 tube lights at the rate 100 each, total amount is 4,000. 20 table fans at the rate 500 each, that is 10,000. Total amount will be 4,000 plus 10,000, it will be 14,000. Now in this sum there is written trade discount, that is over 20%, less 20% trade discount on what amount? This amount, 14,000. 14,000 into 20%, that will be 2800, and after deducting net, that amount is 11,200. Now there is also CGST and SGST. What rate of CGST and SGST? That is 5%. Now 5%. 5% of what amount? That amount, 11,200. Now 11,000 into 5%, that will be 610. Same rate of percent, 610. Then total amount you have to write at last, 11,000 plus 610 plus 610, that is 12,420. Okay. Means all the calculations, that calculation you have to do in which column? Detail column. Next thing is cost column. Under cost column, you have to write this amount. Means that amount of purchase you have to write, that is before adding CGST and after deducting trade discount, that amount 11,200. Then in input CGST column, what input CGST has been added, that is 610. Then what amount will be recorded in that input SGST, that is 610. And at last you have to make total. There is no input IGST, keep it blank. There is no freight expenses charges in the sum, keep it blank. Then at last you have to make total of that three items. 11,200 plus 610 plus 610. These you have to write in total column, 12,400. And at the last, at the end of month, last day of month, you have to make total of all purchase book. In this sum there is only one entry, then you have to make total, only one entry, 11,200, 610, 610, and at last 12,420. And it was about purchase book.